Recording now. Start whenever, Joe.
Ricky took a hold of his
Black
fish.
people.
What?
For fuck's sake.
Sam, listen.
Go on, Joe.
Ricky took a hold of his fish. He began to rub it against his black and white fur.
Ricky liked the feel of the scales against his moist, damp fur.
He had no knees, so he had to hope he didn't eat shit when he leant over. His flipper brushed against his inner thigh. Fish. He smiled.
Ooh, said Jimmy to Ricky. I like the way your manly flippers hold that fish.
Ricky looked towards Jimmy. He seductively licked his beak.
Jimmy walked over to Ricky and whispered in his ear.
Go
Come
first.
on, fish!
Yes. Ricky's beak flew open and a loud "Ree" could be heard.
Jimmy grabbed Ricky by the beak. Shut up, bitch. You're mine. Oh, yours, whispered Jimmy.
Muffled sounds came from Ricky. He couldn't speak.
He took pleasure in the dominance Jimmy was showing.
A muffled "Fish, Daddy" could be heard from Jimmy.
Jimmy threw Ricky onto the cold, wet ice.
A crack could be heard, but it wasn't Ricky. No, the ice was breaking.
The ice split and the two penguins fell into deep cold water. They took a hold of each other to gain water. Ricky looked.
There was nothing between them. Their fur interlocked. Jimmy smiled. Ricky wept. Fish, they said. Hello, but Joe
What?
Perks' audio.
Why? Why is it always
Start again at their
Jimmy's-
beaks.
Their beaks touched. Jimmy's flippers moved over the damp feathers of Ricky's body.
Ricky squirmed and tried to wriggle, but Jimmy was just too strong. Ricky was helpless.
There was nothing he could do other than submit in a wrath of Jimmy.
You are mine! Jimmy screamed.
I'm all yours. Do what you want to me, Ricky screamed.
Ricky's body tensed up. Jimmy was in control. But a shark was coming! Dun dun!
It was Bruce. Bruce was a shark that had bullied Ricky and Jimmy in high school. He would tease them, calling them faggots.
Bruce was a big boy.
Bruce was the jock of the high school, always sleeping with the other penguins.
Goodbye, audio.
Why does it always cut out? It's right near my mouth.
Stop.
Where did I get it?
Bruce was the jock.
Bruce was the jock of the school, always sleeping with the other penguins. Ricky and Jimmy were in for a surprise.
Bruce had a plan, but he wasn't alone. No, the pack was with him.
The shark pack.
Bruce, Lawrence, Tony, and Frankie. Tony screamed, "Eskeet it!"
The four sharks surrounded Ricky and Jimmy. They were paralysed with fear. A sense of curiosity. What could these sharks do?
Jimmy didn't like Bruce, so he fought back.
He fought with all his might to scare them away the mighty sharks. All of a sudden, Ricky came out of nowhere.
Omaiwamu, Shinderu. Nani! Screamed Tony. Jimmy and Ricky had forgot about the other sharks. In comes Frankie. Uh-oh. Oh shit.
Your turn.
Ricky was filled with rage after witnessing his beloved mutilated before him. He began to attack. Tony was killed.
Ricky did a roundhouse into Frankie's gills. Frankie retreated into the ocean, screaming like a tard. Whee! It was just Lawrence and Bruce now.
Bruce was pissed, and he was in full attack mode now.
But Ricky would not back down. He fought with all his might. His sweaty body clashed with the fins of Bruce.
Ricky pushed Bruce back and stared at Lawrence. He beckoned him to come at me.
Lawrence threw his body at Ricky. Ricky dodged his attack and jammed his beak into the flesh of Lawrence, tearing a perfect line down his back. Lawrence screamed in pain. As Ricky jumped onto his back and began to peck him, Lawrence fell.
But Ricky grew tired. He was restless and falling asleep. Surely he wouldn't pass out when he's about to win? Bruce was excited. It was his chance to win. He went in for the kill. Game over for Ricky, surely. But it was a trap. Ricky had this planned. Bruce fucked up. Hang on. Hitler stare trap card. Activate when your opponent declares an attack. Send that monster to the oven.
Ricky let out a war cry. Millions of penguins flew over the cliffs in the water to defend him.
Bruce began to beg for mercy and said he would do anything.
Ricky got out his throbbing 8-inch cock. He waved it in the air, surrounded by millions of other penguin cocks.
Ricky screamed, "It's your turn to get fucked, bitch," 5 million times over.
Ricky ran towards Bruce, nearly tripping over his own cock. He plunged it into Bruce with a mighty call.
A war cry could be heard around the world. Millions of penguins celebrated the day. Ricky finally got nut.
Only to become depressed because... sorry, let me read that again. Only to become depressed because Jimmy died. He was later found hanging in his igloo. And that was the story of Ricky.
And
And
his
his 8-inch
10-inch cock.
Wait, what?
How did it get 2 inches bigger at the end?
I mean, that's what it says.
Well, you see, when you
By
hang
the time
himself,
Ricky
you're
gets nut, just from nutting, his cock grows 2 inches. Dude, what a big boy.
Oh my god. The bit when you said, hold on,